Alright, fellas, what's going on? What's going on? And today, we have another 6v6W to report. Common average 6v6 Giga Chad W. So, everyone's been talking about the new quick play hacked, the 132. I played a little bit of it, and I like it. I think it feels good. The tanks are a little squishier, which definitely feels great for what tanks are supposed to do. They're supposed to be powerful, not too powerful. I feel like they're more built for 6v6 and not 5v5. But I do see a lot of complaints about 5v5, 6v6. So we're going to go ahead and go through this thread real quick. I posted it a few days ago talking about what I think the solution should be and what everyone really thinks of it. And there's so many different answers in here. So we can go ahead and go over this. I guess I can read it. I'm just going to go over it, actually, but what I think it is. So I think here, basically, what they should do is they have the quick play hacked right now, replacing 5v5. I think that they should keep 5v5, just the way it is, keep 5v5 for that community of players. And then I think they should leave open queue 6v6. I don't know if they should do comp for it, but just leave that as an option. And then the third option would be the 2020 patch. Now, I say the 2020 patch because when we were in the 2020 patch, no one was really complaining, I want the 2016 patch. I understand there's complaints about, Moira this, Moira that, but I think that the 2016 patch, which is what people argue, can come out every year and a half because it is such a dumbed-down game mode. It's not even, hardly Overwatch, you know what I mean? But the 2020 patch is where a lot of players started and played in Overwatch 1. So a lot of people are just craving Overwatch 1, and they will be happy with the 2020 patch. I think most of the OG community, there's enough of the OG community that would be satisfied with the 2020 patch that it should be a permanent mode, quick play and competitive. So that's my stance on it. Get rid of Stadium, replace it with the 2020 patch, quick play comp. I think that would just do the best for everything. Again, I'm biased, though. That's my bias. So I try to ask everybody. So this person preferred 5v5. This person also prefers 5v5. And I said, you should be entitled to 5v5. My biased opinion wouldn't be in the mix of how to balance it in the future. I wouldn't be talking about, 5v5 or 6v6. I wouldn't be talking about how 5v5 is shit and whatever because I would be too busy playing the 2020 patch. I would have no more complaints for the future of the game until I got super into the future of the game. But, the future of the game's been here for years now, and all I want is the 2020 patch. Every time they release it, that's all I play. And I do not think I'll get sick of it. I really don't. Because I didn't back then, I don't think I will now. But they're just using it right now as, keep me in an addiction cycle. And I'd rather just have it forever and be addicted instead of, once every year. So tank balance is far better in 6v6, and 5v5 they're disgustingly powerful and making 1k. I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. Maybe old 6v6 is what he's talking about, but 6v6 wise, the format is much better. IMO, the synergies you can pull off of the tank. Okay, so a lot of people that are saying, so this guy is not even an OG player. So he is saying, give us, the OG thing for the OG players and get rid of 5v5. So interesting. I like that. So I said that's sort of the design of 5v5 though. The OP tanks. I was responding to this guy. You seem to like 6v6 better. Would it be safe to assume you like OG Overwatch better, or do you think there's a true demand for 6v6 open queue? I feel like with the new heroes, 5v5, they can be primary mode as long as 6v6 coexists with it. So, basically what I'm trying to say there is, people that like 5v5 like the powerful tank. They like having DPS not play as big of a factor. They like having supports that do a lot of damage. A tank does a lot of damage. They crave the insanity. And 6v6 is pretty much that same style, only the tanks get that much better because there's a second one. You know what I mean? So everyone that prefers 6v6 open queue right now probably could just do 5v5. But, I'm not like that. I don't like either of them, so I'm not going to speak on it for other people. But what my whole argument is if the 2020 patch was out right now, I wouldn't even have to speak on 5v5 6v6 bullshit. I would be ripping the 2020 patch live right now, trying to get to GM. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Speak coming from the OG community here. Of course, there's a real demand for 6v6. Security times are shorter. IMO, the data skewed. Of course, the data's skewed. The data's always skewed. I have my own takes on the data, and that's the averages of win percentage. I loved original Overwatch, and I've been playing since release. I actually prefer 5v5 myself. The actual player base had trouble with 2 tanks. I'm better with 1, and makes the goal of each engagement more clear. That's what I mean by a 5v5 player. That makes sense to me. So I feel like, yeah. I guess what I'm asking is why shouldn't we do OG 6v6, which it would be roll queue, because that's how it was in the 2020 patch initially. It was roll queue 6v6, 2020 patch. Then we'd have 5v5 roll queue, and then 6v6 open queue. I love a 6v6 mode, honestly best development. Today morning when I got up, I was thinking of plays I was doing last night with this mode and gave me the same excitement to log into Overwatch and wanted to play more. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like, even the second perk of Mao diving into Zarya grab, LMAO. See, the insanity. People crave the insanity, which I understand too. The inconsistency. But a guy like me craves the consistency. When they did the Classic, I didn't play anything but it. I think this guy would be fine playing the 2020 patch, though. I swear he would be fine playing the 2020 patch. I think he would. I really do. But Echo and Bap, if you get rid of them, oh my god, the game would be perfect. But, like, see, that's my bias, too. But, you know what I mean? I don't know. I prefer the 6v6 format. That was the format I started playing in, but the current 6v6 is nothing but visual clutter. Heard people say it was also balancing issues. Yeah, it's 5v5. That has +1. Yep, exactly, pretty much. 6v6, by a long shot, 5v5 is dead last. See, there's so much. There is a spectrum that goes like this. It's 4 sides. It's like 5v5 new players, 6v6 new players, 5v5 OG players, 5v5 new players. Or 6v6 OG players. There is a way where everyone can get what they want. The problem is, we need to get all the noise separated right now. We need to get the OG players their OG mode. And so all the OG players can just off, you know, you'll have a small percent, 3%. We want this OG mode, we want this and that and this and that. If you give a mouse a cookie, some people will never be happy, okay? So the OG players will go over to their mode, and then what's left is the people that really do not want to play the OG mode and actually care about the current modes and the current heroes in the game and all of that. You know, once you get the OG players out of the way, then you can take that population of players and ask, oh, all right, 5v5 or 6v6. And then they can actually duke out whether or not which one would actually work better without the noise of all the OG people going, we want roll queue, we want 6v6, we want this, we want that. I missed the 2020 patch. You know what I mean? The OG players have been asking for this for a long time. The new players are starting to get confused with, you know, what we want and everything. And the dev team has infinite excuses. Like, there's just too much noise. And it's because they're not doing exactly what the fuck I'm saying right now. Aaron Keller, wake up, buddy. It's 2026. Bro, I am down 80 to 70 games in 6v6. This is too much fun. Come on, join. Crazy. Overwatch Classic, obviously. I actually just reinstalled the game, tried 6v6 hacked, and it was bad, not necessarily 6 bad. Overwatch 2 changed so many things. I'm just going to do that, yeah. Overwatch Classic, the only thing that work and stop for me. Yep, basically. Can't even do mitigation or his 2020 version, which is absurd. Yeah, I cannot. Yeah, they even fucked it up, which is funny. I'm totally with you on that. I'm right here with you regarding the visual clutter. Yep, in many ways, so many. Yep, radars, neon junction. So I won't throw up. Yeah, big transformer at the front. Doesn't feel like Overwatch. It sucks, honestly. I hate that. I mean, the map itself isn't really that bad, but, like, having that stupid transformer, it's just like, it's like a commercial in-game. It sucks. Roll 6v6, not open queue. Open queue is fun and quick play, not comp. That's a base post. I like that. I prefer open 6v6 outside of getting... See, there's so many different ones. It has the same problem as 5v5. Picking all roles means you're stuck playing tank. I mean, it's Overwatch 1 simplicity. This guy wants the 2020 patch with no BAP and no BAP, no echo. This guy prefers 5v5. This guy, 5v5 is a target practice mode. No, 6v6 is so cheeks. This guy likes 5v5. How do you know that? No one's really... Overwatch 1 was a game that I dabbled in, had periods playing a lot, but mostly friends asked me to play, and is always a fun time. Never grabbed me. Overwatch 2 beta did. They should have kept Junkrat's traps from it, and then Overwatch 2 Season 2 and 3 were absolute peaks of the game for me. Yeah, probably. You know why? You know why? It's probably because you bought the battle passes and had the OP heroes. I'm genuinely saying that. Based. But what do you guys think of my solution? Do you guys think that the quick play hacked is just going to be another data farming waste of time and they're going to drop some bullshit that no one actually likes? Or do you think that they should drop the 2020 patch again? Because as an OG player, that's the stance I'm fighting for. Drop the 2020 patch as quick play and comp. I will never complain ever again. This has been Elite Gold's Tie. Thank you for watching. I'm streaming today at 5:45. Be there, be school.